Hello. So we are at the grand finale of the International Startup Conclave, which is Conquest 2017, and we've had some splendid pitches today. And one of the most splendid ones was Trell. So we are here with the founder and CEO of Trell, Mr. Pullkit. So we're going to talk to him about the marketing strategies he's employed as part of his startup. So can I please ask you to introduce the work that his startup does?
Yeah, so introducing myself, I'm Pulkit Agrawal. I'm co-founder of Trell. Trell is a local visual discovery platform wherein you can find about the interesting things that people have been doing around in your city. And in a nutshell, it is also a mobile-first visual blogging platform wherein people share about their interesting explorations, be it like their trips, be it road trips, be it like their food journeys, be it anything that you want to share about discoveries that you have done in or around the city.
So I have to tell this, Trell's pitch today was one of the most interesting pitches of the day. So I want to go on to ask you about how have you been able to employ or leverage the power of social media marketing and particularly Instagram, like you talked about in your pitch, for the good of your startup. How have you leveraged that?
Sure. So talking about marketing for us, it is divided into two things. One is community building, second is the distribution channels. So first I'll talk about the distribution channel because that is how we started. So we saw this huge consumer behavior shift where people were sharing about their local experiences on Instagram, and a lot of people were discovering new things to do around from that handle. So we started off with a pilot wherein we used to post about some of the really interesting things that you can do around Mumbai. It was called Trelling Mumbai. And the thing is, it really went viral. It got more than 40,000 followers within the span of 4 months, and standing today we got more than 300,000 followers in the span of next 14 months. Now what worked for us was two things in Instagram. One, using really good content which could engage people, which was something which they believed in, which they actually felt that they could do something about it. Second was our distribution channel. Whatever we created on Instagram, it was properly distributed into hashtags. Hashtag is the distribution medium on Instagram. Secondly, also distributing it amongst the other media, probably emailing or let's say also doing some kind of activities over Facebook, pinging your friends, telling them about what you have been doing. So that was the primary initial push that we got, and after that community took over. Now the second thing that I talked about in the marketing was community development. So once we got to a stage wherein we got around like 10,000 followers, 15,000 followers, we started holding a lot of meetups in the town, be it photography meetup, be it photo walk, food walk, or let's say proper fine dining food meetup, or let's say the travel stories session. So these meetups were actually helpful because we were encouraging people to share their experiences. Not many people are very pro or let's say very comfortable sharing those experiences because they haven't done it in the past. When we did that, a lot of people admired for what kind of work we were doing, and finally the word of mouth spread to the other folks that were there in the community.
Right. So that is super interesting, and Trell has been doing a splendid job in this field. So what do you think about startups in the modern day leveraging social media and marketing? How important do you think that is for startups of the day today?
So it depends a lot upon the startup that what kind of target segment they are looking for. For us, it was like primarily millennials, the people who are there in college or just about to graduate, who are very tech savvy, who are there on social media almost 24/7 now. So the thing is, our offering was something which resonates with what they want, and hence social media becomes a really important platform wherein you can reach out to those folks because they are your initial adopters. They are the people who are going to give you feedback about what are things you can do. So hence I believe that for the startups who are targeting that kind of segment, they really need to go to the platforms like social media platforms, and they have to choose the right platform for them. For example, we started off with Tumblr and Facebook groups, and it never worked for us because it was not a platform wherein people were discussing something like this. They were more into their life goals, they were more about blogging other things, memes, etc. But when we started something on Instagram wherein this behavior was already there, it really picked up. So it's very important what kind of social media you use, and secondly, what kind of segment are you targeting. So these two things are something which is important in order to do it.
So thank you very much for talking to us. This was our conversation with Mr. Pullkit, the CEO and founder of Trell. I encourage all of you to go and check out their Instagram handle. It's super interesting, and check out their app. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.